Hey, do y'all want to hear about some horrible headlines that you probably haven't heard yet? Sure you do. And yes, I went on to read the rest of the article too. But if you doubt anything that you see here, please go and check for yourself. Apparently, if you're poor, and it doesn't matter what color you are, if you have some government services helping you out, that's apparently DEI now. Trump shut down a program to end human waste backing up to Alabama homes, calling it illegal DEI. The DOJ says we will no longer push for environmental justice as viewed through the distorting DEI lens, referring to diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. And if your kids are walking around in this at, say, like a playground, they can get all kinds of diseases or even hookworms. But that's a small price to make the libs cry. Right, Alabamans who voted for this? And the Justice Department's not going to stop there either. They ended a decades-old school desegregation order. And they're expecting others to fall pretty soon. The Justice Department lifted a school desegregation order in Louisiana this week. Officials called its continued existence a historical wrong and suggested that others dating back to the civil rights movement should be reconsidered. The administration is getting America refocused on our white, bright future, Assistant Attorney General says. They see these desegregation orders as an unnecessary burden on our schools. Now moving over to my home state of Texas, they just passed a bill that will criminalize political cartoons unless they're government approved. Hey Republicans, whatever happened to the Party of Free Speech? Here's another fun one from the Party of Personal Freedom and Parent Choice. The Texas House passed a bill banning Texans under the age of 18 from having social media accounts. Good luck enforcing that one. Under this bill, people under the age of 18 would be banned from creating new accounts. And they're trying to implement measures on how to tell if they are under the age of 18. The bill would also allow parents to request social media companies to shut down their child's existing social media accounts. Isn't that nice? Some critics argue that the bill infringes upon free speech and parental rights. Patterson said that it is necessary to protect children from what is called harmful, addictive behaviors. So Republicans, why don't you just come straight out and say you no longer care about free speech and you no longer care about parental rights? This is all about what you want and authoritarian rule. And this is where I remind everybody that it didn't have to be this way. We could have had somebody else in office that let us have our personal freedoms. She would not have let any of this stuff happen, but I understand. You didn't know enough about her, or you found her laugh annoying. And those of you who voted for this, voted for this. And those of you who didn't bother to vote, voted for this. And those of you who voted third party, that's right, you also voted for this. I would like to think that this is going to be a huge wake-up call for all these people, but I'm not sure about that, and I'm not really sure if it matters at this point.